Hello mates and welcome to the Baron Reviews with me, the Baron, and I am back. If you're wondering where I was the last month, I wrote a little post about it, a community post on my YouTube channel, so you can check that out if you were wondering what was going on. And thought I would do just a little 1v1 classic to get back in the swing of this. I haven't played Blade and Sorcery in a full month, so I'm surely going to be rusty. I thought we could have a little chat about U8. So this really deserves its own video, and I'll surely do that later. But this is Sushin's medieval Megapack, and this dude, absolute mad lad. He added tons of medieval European weapons, almost everything. In fact, it's absolutely great, and they're high quality too. So I must do a video about this, or actually, more likely, this will probably just be a default mod that I'll have on. Absolutely love falchions. I love kind of curved blades. Let's see. We grab a few of these and then we get into this. What will we grab? Here, I won't mess around too much. Let's just go with this. And then maybe one or two more bludgeon. Spiked mace, pick. So good. Maybe this looks a bit gnarly. And saber. Alright, let's roll. I love it. So U8, if you were not in on the latest news, U8 was penciled in for January release, end of January, but alas, it has been delayed until Q2 2020, likely going to be April, but that's not set in stone. Okay, let's see how rusty am I here. Not too bad. And the reason for this, what's going on with these up? Oh, I guess I must have whoop. Do I have dynamic loadouts installed? Because they're using the European weapons. Ooh. Where are you going? So delayed until April. Reason being, the good news of it is parts of U9 are now going to be incorporated into the U8 release. Most importantly, that includes armor. Now, the reason this is happening is because a lot of the systems that Magic is introducing overlaps with the armor, and it just makes sense to do both at the same time to keep momentum going. And most importantly, or mainly I should say, what this is referring to is the material and penetration system rework. So you might have noticed in a little video I posted, the fire spell heating up blades. So big secret out, imbuing blades is going to be part of the update now. And what that means is that oh, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. Blades that are imbued with fire get a buff to their penetration. So with armor, when it comes along, you're not going to be able to penetrate, like, let's say metal armor with certain blades if they just don't have that kind of penetration value. So one strategy workaround is you could imbue a blade with fire, and then that will increase the penetration so that it could penetrate through metal or even stone, in fact. Stay down. Yeah, come here. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, so with those two kind of mechanics working hand in hand, it just kind of made sense to do the release of them together. And you might have noticed in another little teaser video I posted on Reddit. You're going to be able to imbue... Whoop! Oh, right through the forehead. You're going to be able to imbue weapons with all sorts of different spells, including gravity, which is really interesting. Oh, Jesus. Right through the eyeball. Whoop. Oh. What size is this? Yeah. I really love this weapon pack. It reminds me a lot of Silk's Katana Mega Mod pack, but European. And I kind of prefer European weapons a little bit more, just because I like the variety of them. A little bit more than katanas. Yeah. So what else? Also the armor, how that's going to work. So there's a great mod out there called Bone Holsters. And it kind of uses a really clever workaround to introduce armor into the game. So, yeah. Oh. So, this will be official armor in the game. So, the way Bone Holsters works is it creates armor like it's an item. So, when you put on like a piece of plate or whatever in your arm, it's almost like an item wedge between a blade and your body. So it's a really, really clever workaround, and it's actually a fairly good kind of idea of how armor is actually going to work in the game. So one big thing Cosby said is he doesn't want to do anything gamey. So that means armored enemy are not just going to be like extra HP enemy. It's going to be more like a completely strategically different battle. And he doesn't want to have it like Gorn, where it's like you can. And actually, I believe Bone Holsters does this too, where you can hit a piece of armor, X amount of times, and the armor will just pop off. And because essentially, then that's more or less just HP, then, isn't it? I mean, if you're looking at it that way. So he wants to have it really. It's quite radical for a game, because most of us, growing up playing games, it's like we just have kind of conditioned ourselves to think about like, oh, armored enemy, he's going to be a tough guy, he's going to have extra HP and stuff like that. But what about if it was like a boss character who was in plate mail and you could kill him with just a dagger blade to the neck? How would people think about that, It's dramatically different from how we play games. But of course the challenge then will be, trying to get the blade into his neck, or get a sword in between the gaps in the armor or whatever. So it's pretty interesting to think about. And armor will be, we'll do one more classic. Armor will be modular, which means you could have, just like Bone Holsters actually, you could have different kind of pieces. I'm gonna take this dagger. Real quick. We'll take great knife. Ooh. Yeah, you could have like a shoulder piece, or you could have just a breastplate piece. And Bone Holsters actually does this really well too, and I'll cover that mod in a few days. And you can see. I think I need to reinstall my game. I'm getting some weird texture issues going on with the grass. Oh! Oh, look at this. I tell you, if ever I'm doing one of these news posts again, it's got to be just in the home room, because I get way too distracted and I can't concentrate on two things at once. So maybe the next piece of news that's out there, I'll do just a home video. Come on, let's roll. Sleepy time. Oh, look at this. Same weapons. Take that mace, thank you. And there's also the UA goodies, by the way, that we haven't revealed yet. Possibly wants to keep till a little bit later until they're more solid. So I'm going to be doing news posts hopefully every 2 weeks, and each fortnight I'll be able to kind of like show a new component. Whoop. In, you know, talk about mechanic in detail. Like I haven't really talked about gravity. There's a lot of questions about how that's going to work, and it's awesome. I just can't talk about it too soon because it's still in development. Whoop. And also life, you might have noticed, got moved off the roadmap. It's now been renamed to Soul. Whoop. Kneecap. And the reason it's getting delayed is because Cosby was saying it's a little bit more of a dungeons kind of spell, a little bit more utility. And so I had said to him, oh Jesus Christ, I had said to him, oh, I guess that means then that, oh fuck, oh shit, I'm near dead, heartbeat. I'd said to him that, oh, I guess that means it's probably just like a health spell then, right? And he said, no, not exactly. He said there's lots more goodies he wants to do with it. And he has some tricks up his sleeve. So I'd leave it with him. We'll see what that is. So, I think we must be near the end here. Oh, I think one more hitting on toast. What is this unorthodox fighting technique? Take this. Shield for good luck. Oh man, when you hear the heartbeat, it's panic city because you know one more hit in your toast. Oop. Gotcha. Well, there you go. First playback after a month. I'm a little rusty, but not too bad. And I was using a lot of weapons there that I've never used before, so I'll give myself a little credit. Whoop. I'll leave it there for today. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos, catch-up videos. The new Outer Rim expansion is out. There's also a sub-mod for Outer Rim called Knights Training. Bone Holsters, obviously. There's some really great looking new custom maps. I have a lot of catching up to do, so I'll try and make those videos as soon as I can, folks. And in the meantime, you can follow along the Discord, Reddit, Steam, or Twitter for Blade and Sorcery updates. I'm going to be posting all sorts of news and sneak peeks. You know, you love those little 2-second sneak peeks as often as I can. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, cheers.